Sheffield Wednesday are in trouble once again. They are facing a possible 3 transfer window ban, so including this summer and really this whole season and the next summer as well. We are going to go ahead and impose that rule here today. We are banned from signing anyone for the next 3 summers. If you're asking why, it's simply for failing to pay their players on time. They have failed to play. The owners has failed to pay their players on time, and if they miss one more payment, these players can leave on a free. They can get out of their contracts for a free, and the club could be in desperate trouble or even getting into a more worse financial situation. Now, this is not the first time this has happened with these owners. They also failed to pay them in one instance in 2021 or 2020, one of the 2 times, or even 2022, one of those 3 years. They failed to play them for once. They did eventually get that backlog and payment and back to regular, but now they are looking possibly not to get paid again, and these players could be gone. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here, and essentially we are going to sim this season and sim the first half of next season, and then in the winter window of season 2 is where we'll be able to sign players. Now, they obviously finished kind of mid to bottom table of the championship this season. We are in the championship this season, so we'll see how the boys can do without signing anyone. We can. I know they're not paying players, but we can extend contracts. We can at least do that. And in fact, we can. Yeah, we will. And after the first season, we sit in 18th in the league, 55 points, 12 points ahead of Derby County out of that relegation zone. So the first season of no transfers, we sit where they finished in real life, in all honesty. Sheffield United, Burnley are going up. It's Leeds United who have to fight through the playoffs instead. We'll see how that can go on. Let's see our top goal scorer. Top goal scorer Jamal Lowe with 12 goals. Windass had 10 goals. Armstrong had 9 goals. Well then, let's go on to Season 2 where we can get into the winter window when we can finally start signing players. And coming to January of our second season, our transfer embargo is now over. The 3-window embargo is done. So we sit 18th coming into the season here. We are currently 2 points off of, 5 points off of relegation in mind. I thought whole city was relegation. We are 5 points off relegation at the moment. We are well and truly off of our way from champion playoff football, I should say. We have $7 million in our budget, and we are going to spend it here today. This is the best 11 that is in the game or at the possible, so clear upgrade path, especially for simulations, is obviously goalkeeper, possibly even a backline as well, but definitely midfield, right mid, and really priority number 1 is goalkeeper. And we have a couple options that I kind of want to go after, so we'll see and look. And the first player we sign is an American in the name of Patrick Schulte. He comes in over from the Columbus Crew. Welcome to the squad. 74 overall as a keeper. He will be decent enough for a while. And the second player we go ahead and bring in is Jalay in here, a striker from LAFC, from Atlanta United. We say goodbye to Bailey. Kind of almost a like-for-like swap. This guy is 1 year younger, but 3 overall is better. He comes in, and at the moment he'll be a backup, but come next season, he will more than likely be the starter. We go ahead and bring in Ismail Hainapa. He comes in from a free agent, 70 overall as a center back. Welcome to the squad. And the second player we bring in is another center back on loan, Aaron Insalimo. He comes in from Chelsea into Sheffield Wednesday on loan. That'll be our transfer window wrapped up. Let's see if this team can maybe balance it out a little bit, get up maybe mid-table. And we finish in 20th, finishing 4 points above relegation. On to Season 3 where we will kind of have the proper start to a rebuild. The first signing we make is bringing in Morita, I should say, Japanese free agent midfielder, center mid. He's 80 overall, and honestly, we weren't going to go in, but the clubs interested in him were all championship plus a random Switzerland side, so we decided to bring him in. And yeah, it might not be realistic with an 80 overall coming down to championship, but championship clubs were interested in him on games, so we brought him in, we stashed him up. Welcome to the club. And we add another midfielder to our team from the free agents, 19 years old, Carlos Canteres, comes in from Brazil nationality. He is obviously a generated player here, 73 overall. Welcome to the squad. And we add another free agents. I mean, we have $8 million in our transfer budget, but when we get decent free agents like this, you got to kind of scoop them up. So Chiquino comes in from the free agent market, a left mid, 75 overall. Welcome to the squad. And well, this is going to be our last transfer unless we sell some more players, because he quite literally cost every single penny we had. Obviously, with the wages on the free agents, it brought down our transfer budget. So $3 million is as much as we can send. $3.7 million, and then all the wages went to him. But we have a new cam as well. Moore is coming in from Hull City. Welcome to Sheffield Wednesday. Let's try and get up towards the Premier League. And so this is your updated team. We have Ugbo as striker, Omar, Canteres, Merita, Chiquino as our left mid, Famwell and Albaya as our, obviously, center back with Schulte in the net. Let's see how we come into January with this team. And so at the start of the second half of the season here, we are sitting in 7th at the moment. We are 1 point off the playoff spot, so we're looking good there. We're about 13 or so points off the top 2. Don't think that will be really a possibility or an aim. We can't afford to sign anyone, and all the contracts are extended. So on to the rest of the season. Well, all contracts are extended that I want part of the club besides Ugbo. He just doesn't want to leave, or he doesn't want to stay, so he's going to leave, unfortunately. So I'll see you at the end of the season. We'll hopefully win the playoffs. And we fall off a little bit, finishing in around that 10th spot. We will finish in 10th. We miss out on playoffs by a couple, nearly 10 points almost. So not terrible, but still not good enough for us. Another season, the 4th season technically in the championship. Marata had our top goal scoring with 17, but Gillet's up now at 74, had 17 as well, with Chiquino up onto 11. On to season 4, where hopefully we can get up to the Premier League. We go ahead and kick off season number, whatever season number this is, honestly. Season 5, maybe? Is this season 5 already of a rebuild? No, it can't be. This has to be like season 4, maybe. That's even crazy in itself. But we kick it off by bringing in Carvajal, a free agent left back, 74 overall. One of our weak points in this team, as we look to gain automatic promotion this season. We also go ahead and bring in free agent right mid Almqvist or Pontos. We go ahead and bring him in. Welcome to the squad. Welcome to Sheffield Wednesday. Another free agent gets added to the board as we bring in Ethan Blancard. He comes in as a Frenchman free agent, 74 overall centre back. Welcome to Sheffield Wednesday. And we say hello to a Leonardo Trossard pre-gen. We loan him in from the Arsenal himself, Mr. Thibaut de Ritter. He comes into the squad. He is Trossard's pre-gen, a Belgium left wing. Welcome to the squad for the season. You're going to compete on that left-hand side with Chiquinho. But for now, welcome and welcome in. And then at the end of the season, the boys finish in 4th. We missed out on our automatic promotion by quite a few bits, though, to be fair. We finished with 88 points. We now play Norwich in the playoffs, who finished 13 points behind us. Wow, the fall off from us to 5th is insane. The fall off from 3rd to 4th is insane. Southampton are nearly Centurions, but they are having to go through the playoffs, and we are looking at having to spoil their party, hopefully. But first, we got to get to Norwich, and Norwich is up first. So let's go ahead and get to that game. We'll simulate it. We'll simulate it through the actual game there and try and pick up a win here and get up to the Premier League. That is the aim for the season. That has been the aim for the season. I was hoping to do it automatically, but through playoffs, we must go. And so here we go. First leg up here against Norwich, away from home, a 1-0 win in which Chiquinho scores the only goal. So we move on back home with a 1-0 lead here. Second leg here, we're up 1-0 in aggregate. We move on, a 1-1 draw. Borja Sainz and Almqvist on the score sheet for each side. We move on to the championship final, winning 2-1 on aggregate. Probably playing Southampton. I can only assume we'd be playing Southampton unless whoever is in 6 absolutely upsets, which I think they did. They did. Sunderland upset Southampton. Wow. We will be taking on Sunderland in the final here. Championship playoff final here against Sunderland, and on penalties we go up. Sheffield Wednesday are Premier League bound after 0-0 on the day after 120 minutes. Only a sub in each period of the game. That is absurd. Not even a single yellow card. We start off with them scoring. We scored. Neil missed for them. Chiquinho made ours. Omar made ours. After that, Bob missed to make it 3-2. And then Canteres goes ahead and slots it away and puts us up to the Premier League. We are Premier League here. We are finally going up to the top division here after so long, and after a season and a half of not being able to sign players at all. That is absolutely amazing. We did go ahead and lose our lonely left winger in the middle of summer because he went back to Arsenal because he wasn't playing. Jalé had 25 goals. Alcavis had 19. Chiquinho had 15. Omor had 11. Marato, who's +2 at 33 years old, is insane as well, had 6 goals and 6 assists. Well then, Premier League done. And so our Premier League budget is 45 million to spend here, and boy do we need to spend it. I mean, this team in itself is not good enough for survival, but more importantly, our back line definitely is not good enough. Morata's down to 81, so he's already losing weight, so we might have to find a midfielder for him. And obviously our bench is weak as well. I think honestly, center back and bench, and I think we can survive. And our first signing of Premier League football is Berenchia coming in from Aston Villa. We go ahead and swap Marita in this deal as well to get him down cheaper. So Marita plus 9 million. We're able to bring in an 82 overall midfielder, pretty much like for like. This one's just a little bit younger, 27 compared to 33. We will absolutely take it here. Welcome to the club as their first signing of Premier League football for Sheffield Wednesday. And of course, you can't have a proper season rebuild without bringing in free agents. So we started off by bringing in Idris Said, a 80 overall Moroccan goalkeeper. Him and Schulte are going to compete for that starting spot. Welcome to the club. Provide competition to Jalé, our other striker. We go ahead and bring in Bach. He comes into the free agents at 78, 79 overall. Welcome to Sheffield Wednesday. We also go ahead and bring in free agent Young Shin. I'm sorry, but they're going to be free agents. We're trying to improve our bench and overall just quality at the club. So free agents are going to be the key to that. That way we don't break the budget. If we were doing this, we wouldn't be able to afford anybody. And the fact that we were able to bring in one player already and still have enough money to bring in probably 2 more buying, that is good enough for us as well. So we go ahead and bring in Young Shin, a left winger. Obviously, Cristiano, Heung-min Son's pre-gen, regen. He's welcome into the club now. He's going to compete for that starting spot against not Alcavis, but on the other side for Chiquinho. And an American Taylor Booth joins the club here as a free agent to provide competition for Alcavis on the right-hand side. Welcome to the squad. And Ricardo Horta joins the club. 32-year-old Cam comes in as a free agent. He will more than likely be the #1 cam for this season. I expect him to deteriorate throughout the season, though. So this is really just a kind of one-season signing, and then he'll probably rot on the bench next season when his contract will expire this season after. So Ricardo Horta, welcome to the club. This is our last free agent signing, for now at least. And we go ahead and bring in a center back from Chelsea for 15.5 million with his contract expiring. Able to get him for a little bit cheaper than his market value. Badiashi, welcome to the club. And the best thing about him, his defense awareness is 85. So welcome into the squad. There's one more center back I want to pair along you. It's been on the other side. We're going to look to loan him in, though, for the season. And then maybe buy another right back or maybe look for another defensive option and see what we can do out on our bench. We go ahead and bring in Ashton from Tottenham, a youth-generated player coming into the squad as a right back. We go ahead and swap our current right back plus an extra 6 million or 4 million, and we go ahead and bring him in. There was another one from Man City I tried to bring in, just couldn't work out, didn't have the money for him. So we go ahead and bring in this guy, and he'll be our new #1 right back. Welcome to the club. And talking about Manchester City, we're bringing in a former Man City player in-game that's now at Crystal Palace on season-long loan here for us. Crystal Palace center back Nathan Ake is joining the club here to pair alongside Badiashile. Welcome to the club. This is a 33-year-old I was talking about, but he is still obviously very good. He's going to be a very great defender for the season. Welcome to Sheffield Wednesday. And so at the moment, this is how our team looks like. We have Saeed in net for now. We have Ashton, Ake, Badiashi, and Carvajal as a back four. So back four is brand new besides Carvajal. Cantheres and Berenchia with Horta in the midfield trio. Chiquinho currently on the left-hand side, but Shin is going to go ahead and provide competition for that. Jalé, but Bach is actually higher overall. And then Taylor Booth, who gets the start instead of Almqvist on there. And on the bench, we have Jalé, Shin, Almqvist, Omor, Rodriguez, Jansen, Otagabayo, Khatus, and Schulte. The bench definitely could still do with some work, and we have Blinkard that we can put on the bench now for Otagabayo, so that is something that we will do. The bench definitely does need still some work here, but for now, we are going to go ahead and do that. I'll see y'all at the midway point where hopefully we are safe from relegation. All right, halfway through, we sit in 15th. We are safe from relegation by 8 points at the moment. Let's go to the end of the season where hopefully we don't bottle it and we are still safe from relegation. We finished the season in 12th with 46 points, just 2 points behind Tottenham. So that is actually a great first season here. Let's go and see who performed the best here. Top goal scorer is Bak with 18 goals. Almkovic had 11 goals. Shin had 9 goals. On to season 50 of this second season of the Premier League, where we can hopefully start to build up the squad. Free agents are going to be a lot more prevalent now. Let's go. And we start second season of a Premier League stint here by bringing in a center back. Obviously, we had to replace Nathan Ake. He was only here for that 1 season long loan, and he did deteriorate down to 79 come the end of the season. So we bring in Luciano Teixeira from Chelsea for 21.9 million. Pretty much all of our budget is gone because the board only gave us 30 million to spend. We say goodbye to Felix Gillette. Sorry for the fan noise, but Felix Gillette has been sold for 21 million. Goodbye to him. We also go ahead and bring in a couple of free agents. There was a bunch of free agents. Instead of doing myself, I just delegated a lot of them. There was a free agents we attempted to bring in. We obviously knew we weren't going to get a lot of these guys, or really most of these. So yeah, a lot of these guys we didn't get, but a couple of them we did. We got free agents, not Tieta. We got Diata, a 71 center mid, a 75 CDM, a 71 left back, a 71 center back, a 76 CDM there. A lot of these guys are just kind of fill out the squad and just fill out the depth of the squad. That was really the aim of these free agents. And there's there. We bring in a left back in here to improve the first team. Ricardo Calafiori, former Arsenal, now current Bayern Munich, and now current Sheffield Wednesday player, joins the squad here. Welcome to the club. Second season syndrome is hitting for the boys. Not completely terrible, but we are fourth. We are 4 points away from sitting in a relegation zone. That is diabolical. Hopefully we can survive and maybe mix things up here coming to season number 2 of this rebuild here. Who's getting the goalkeeper starts? It is Saeed in the mix. Bak has 8 goals. Shin has 8 goals. Omar has 4 goals. It's not good. It's not looking good. Second season, shove it up your butt. We finished in 15th. We survived relegation by 6 points. So to be fair, we actually survived relegation when we finished in 15th. We will absolutely take that. We didn't really make progress. We did go downhill, but come the next season, I expect the free agents to be a lot better. In all honesty, they will be a lot better. But Bak is up to 84 overall. If worst case scenario, we have to sell him, we can sell him and bring in somebody in decent and be able to bring in money for him. But on to the next season, where we'll be in the Premier League. And we kick off season 500 by bringing in a bunch of free agents, including Thomas, a Belgium Kevin De Bruyne regen. He will be our new number 1 cam. I am transitioning him into a cam. He'll be our cam. Neves is a backup right back. Flores is another backup left back. And Martins as a backup center back. We also go ahead and bring in Mosquera. We swap him for Badiashile plus 13 million, and him and Luciano Teixeira will go ahead and be our back line. We are bringing in our Costa as a backup because we are looking to sell Schulte in this transfer window as well. We have, 10 million now, number 20 million in our budget here. Yeah, it's about that. We want to sell Schulte. That way Saeed can play because he wants to go, and I don't want him to go. I'd rather Schulte go instead of Saeed. That way we have a younger keeper forever. Here we go, sitting 15th at the halfway point. I'm hoping to make European football. It's just not happening. It's not happening. We are just teetering out at this point. We have a good squad. We have an 86 rated striker, for God's sake. Our weak point is our right wing, so that is there. That's a little interesting. Well then, these boys got some work to do and do the work. We finished the season in 9th, which is actually really respectable when we were sitting in 15th. Finally showing signs of progress, even though we were 11 points off top 6. We were 5 points off the Conference League. We are 22 points off Champions League. So still some work to be done, but we will absolutely take that. Our top goal scorer was Bak with 18, Shin had 14, Thomas had 9, Booth had 4. On to season 10,000, where hopefully we can get European football. Y'all should know by now what I've done. We brought in more free agents. We bring in Flavio Di Carvajal, a right back that can play left back and right mid. He'll be our new #1 right back. We bring in Hajaki Rahman. Mohamed Salah's regen. He is welcome to the squad. He will be our new #1 right winger. We bring in Van Dijk's quite literal copy, Van Dijk himself. He comes into the squad and he'll be part alongside Mosquera in that back line. And I went to buy him, but I hit loan on accident. Lucas Chevalier is now on loan. I didn't want to end negotiation, then do it a week later because I honestly just want to sim now. So he comes in on loan. He'll be our new #1 goalkeeper, at least for this season. And the next season, I guess we can look for somebody younger, I guess. That was never the plan. It was always Lucas Chevalier. If we don't get European football this season, the rebuild is over and is classified as a failed. I spent way too long on this. It's season 8. I should be in Champions League at this point, in all honesty. And at the end of the 8th season, we got European football, maybe. There's still a chance, theoretically, that we don't. Man City win the league. We were 3 points off of 5th, which is guaranteed Europa League football. We were 8 points off the top 4, which is obviously guaranteed European football. You can't get a Champions League spot taken off of you in the top 4. You can get Champions League taken off, though. Well, it stinks to this guy, and unfortunately, we're going to lose him because I didn't buy him, but we can look somewhere else. Bach had 16, Rodman had 11 on his debut, Shin had 11, so there's not, I mean, the goals are being spread, but still not a lot of goals in it. On to season 9, where I guess this rebuild continues as we have European football. We actually have European football. The answer is continental. Win the Europa League. Yes. Okay, so we do have Europa League football. How much money do we have? 121 million to go alongside it. Vamos. Now, looking at this team, though, the front 3 is good. The midfield is decent. We could theoretically improve on the midfield. I think Badiancha is the next upgrade path. I think the left back is the next upgrade path as well. And obviously looking for a new goalkeeper. That is priority #1. Everybody else there, though, still has playability into them. So goalkeeper, left back, and center mid. I think that's our clear upgrade path for this season. Well, 100 of that 120 million is done. Julio Sala joins the club for 105 million plus Saeed, 91 overall goalkeeper. He is here for the rest of the rebuild. Welcome to the club. We might have to suffer at left back and midfield for this season because holy cow, we needed this guy, and welcome into the club. Ricardo Calafiore, we are going to do some more transfer business. He is sold for 55 million. We also sell Tuxiero. We are looking to sell a backup right back as well. We are now back up towards 89 million. So we are going to go ahead and bring in the left back, and that left back is going to bring Shevchuk into the squad, hopefully. I'm going to wait for one more sale, which is Neves. Hopefully he leaves for 25 mil. That way we can bring in Shevchuk in comfortably into the squad. And Shevchuk comes into the squad. Welcome to Sheffield Wednesday. Everton, 85 million, 88 overall now. He is going to fit in perfectly. We should honestly, we should challenge for top 4 like it's a piece of piss, in all honesty. That's about as simple as that goes there. We should challenge for top 4 like it's a piece of piss. And just over halfway throughout the season, we are currently sitting in 5th. We are 3 points off the top 4, which is a little disappointing, but at least we're fighting for top 4 football. We are out of the FA Cup in round 4. We lost in round 3 to Sheffield United. We are in the semifinals of the Carabao Cup, where we're actually up 3-0 on aggregate at the first leg against Liverpool. So Carabao Cup final could be on the way. And then in the Europa League, we get to skip out on the playoff action as we finish 3rd in the top 8. And so there is that. We get to skip out on the playoffs. So on to round of 16 action and champion of the Europa League, as well as the final of the Carabao Cup. We have Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. They came back against Arsenal. Wow, 2-2 on aggregate. They won on penalties. Liverpool tried to come back, but that goal there allowed them not to. So Sheffield Wednesday versus Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. We have not Club Brugge. We have Strasbourg in the Europa League. Let's go and sim past it. We're going to do it on the calendar and allow it, hopefully do that. So the first leg here, we pick up man of the match. We win 3-0 on the first leg, which is beautiful. The second leg here, we're already up 3-0 on aggregate. As long as we don't bottle it, which we don't. 2-2 on the day, 5-2 on aggregate. We're in the quarterfinals of the champion. I gotta stop saying Champions League. Of the Carabao. The Carabao. Of the Europa League. Holy cow! Speak English, Forbes. We win the Carabao Cup, so guaranteed European football next season, no matter what. However, if we're not in the Champions League next season, the rebuild is there called off. So we win 5-3 in that. In the round of quarterfinals, we have Valencia in the Europa League. A tougher opponent. Still think my squad can get it done though. I really do. First leg here against them. Oh, I did not see the result actually, so we are going to stop simulation here. I did not see the result. I think they had man of the match, so that's not a good sign. We lost 2-1. So we might be out of the Europa League here. Maybe, unless we can turn it around, win 2-0, win 3-1. Oh, maybe. Oh my God, did we actually? I promise you, this shit is not scripted. We win 2-0, and then we get rewarded with Ethereal in the semifinals of the Europa League. Who else is in the competition here? It is Frankfurt versus Parma. We should easily win the Europa League now. Honestly, we really should. Why is my manager rating so low? Because I've been seeing wins. I totally forgot to. Oh my God, we lost both legs. We lost to Ethereal in the semifinals of the Europa League. What an embarrassment. We lost 2-1 on the first leg. We lost 3-2 on the second leg. We are out of the Europa League. Are we in the top 4 of the Okay, we're top 4 for now. We're in top 4 for now. How many points is... Oh my God, Aston Villa is 1 point. There. Don't tell me we choked this now. Oh, Aston Villa on the final game day could be massive. A 3-0 win, a 2-0 win, a 1-1 draw could put this game out of just question. We are it really can't. We are 2 points ahead of Aston Villa. They could technically, theoretically jump us if they were to beat us. Chelsea or Liverpool have Bournemouth, who is in 8th. There's not a hard game, not an easy game. And Chelsea have Everton, who is in 14th. So this could be the story. This could be our season. The rebuild either continuing or the rebuild ending here. We just need a point and we are good. We lose. We lose 2-1 to Sheffield Wednesday, or to Aston Villa. We lose 2-1 to Aston Villa. Are we in the top 4? Oh my God, we're in the top 4 by the skin of our teeth. Chelsea is the one to drop points. Chelsea lose to Everton on the final game day. We scrape top 4 by the skin of our teeth. We have Champions League football for next season. Our top goal scorer was Rahman with 32 goals. He's up there alongside Bach, who's up to 31 goals. He's up to 92 overall. Shin had 21 goals. Thomas had 15. Cantieres and Berenshia, his time is definitely over. On to season 10, where we have Champions League football for the first time all video long. After 5 hours of recording on days. We replace Berenshia with Raul Carmona, an 88 overall, 22-year-old regen, youth-generated player. Welcome to the squad. Our Champions League opponents, we have Slavia Praha, Parma. We have Bayer Leverkusen, we have AEK Athens, Ajax, we have PSV, and we ended off against AS Monaco in Napoli. So I will see y'all on the 31st, where hopefully we're in the top 8. Halfway through the season, we are sitting first in the Premier League. We are 8 points clear off a second spot. Manchester City with only 1 loss so far this season. We are in the FA Cup round 4 in against Huddersfield. Carabao Cup, I don't think we're in the semifinals of this one this time around. We are not. The Champions League is what y'all all care about. It's what the only thing I care about. We skip out on playoff because we topped. And I don't actually think we'd top it, but we top the league phase here. We get to skip out to the round of 16. So things are looking up for us at the moment. I don't know if I did contract extensions. Did I do contract extensions? I did. Okay, so contract extensions have been done. Top goals, Bach has 32 goals already. We're halfway through the season. He has 32 goals already. That is absurd. Well then, round of 16 we come. Well, usually the round of 16 starts at the beginning of April. Like this would be the first, or March I should say. This would be the first leg. They did the first leg at the end of February. So we win that first leg against Dortmund 2-0. I didn't even see that to now. So we are facing off against Dortmund. We win 2-0 there in the first leg. On to the second leg, I guess. You know what? We'll keep it up here. We'll sim it on the calendar instead of simming it on the game, because why not? We win 3-0, 5-0 on aggregate. We get into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. It would be the most rebuild thing ever if I struggled to get in the Champions League for 10 years. And I get into it, and I go into the final of the first year of asking. This is our last go around, by the way. Oh, okay, never mind. It's not going to be. Yep, we play Real Madrid. We play Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. Our Champions League might be over. You know what? It worked against Dortmund, so we'll do it here against Real Madrid and see if it will work. The first leg against pick up man of the match. It might work. We win 1-0. Is my struggles with Champions League been simming it through the actual game and not simming it through the calendar? I say that, but we lost to Estoril last season in the semifinals, and we got absolutely humbled by them. But we beat Dortmund 5-0 in aggregate. We beat Real Madrid so far 1-0. And now I'm doing it against Real Madrid. Second leg here via the calendar. We went 3-0 on the day. Did we win 3-0? Yeah, we won 3-0 on the day. Did that look weird? That looked weird. We went 3-0 on the day, 4-1 on that, or 4-0 on aggregate. Did this say we lost though? Yeah, okay. So no, this says we won, but it says Real Madrid won 4-0 on aggregate. So I think that kind of confused me. I thought we lost it. I thought we got knocked out, but we won. Are we still winning the league, by the way? We are. We are 11 points clear for the league, so we will win the league, hopefully. AS Monaco in the semifinals of the Champions League. We won't see the semifinals matchup. Yeah, actually, I guess we could see the other one. It is Aston Villa versus AC Milan in the other semifinals of the Champions League. An all-English final. I'll take that. We're also in the semifinals of the FA Cup. Semifinal of the FA Cup. Can we make another domestic final? The answer is yes. We beat Ipswich 4-3. First leg. I'm just doing it through the calendar from now on for the rest of the summer here in the rebuilds. Sheffield. Oh, maybe not. We lose. Is it just we didn't lose? We draw 1-1. Is it a semifinal where we struggle? It's where we lost last season in the other semis of the Europa League. Second leg here against AS Monaco, and man of the match is us. Are we in the final? 2-1 on aggregate. We win 1-0 on the day. Simming it through the calendar might work. We are in the final of the Champions League against either Aston Villa or what was the other team? AC Milan. Please be AC Milan because I have the licensing on for it. I turned the licensing on just for it, to be honest, just to, so have them, not Lombardia in Milano. And so before we get into Champions League final action, let's go throughout the rest of this season. Premier League, we are your champions, winning it by 12 points over Manchester City. And for the final time, the final three that would have got relegated would have been Brentford, Burnley, and Southampton. Man United skip out on relegation by 3 points. Wow. FA Cup belongs to Sheffield Wednesday. They win the FA Cup. The Carabao Cup goes to West Ham. The Europa League final, Atletico Madrid win that. And the Conference League final goes to Rennes, where Michelin, of all teams, Michelin is in the Conference League final. What? Oh, that's interesting to see there. All right, well, Champions League final against AC Milan, and this is our team. We have Shin, 93, Bach at 95, Rodman at 91, Thomas at 91, Contieres at 85, Carmona at 88. Didn't grow at all this season. Interesting. Shevchuk at 89, Mosquera at 85. The only actual real-life player in the team, Van Dijk at 89, Carvajal at 84, Salah at 93 here. Our bench is very lackluster. Champions League final. Where are we playing this at? I don't know, and I don't care. I just want to. We're playing at the Bernabeu. Playing at Real Madrid's home ground. Let's see if we can win it here in Spain. We better be able to. Let's see what their team is. 10 seasons down the line, I expect a lot of regens as well. Iteke, first real-life player. Another real-life. Is this not one of our former players? This could be a former player of ours. Cavada. All right, so only one unreal-life player so far. Biati and Musa in the midfield. Kirks, Sane, Saliba, Ruiz. So only two non-real-life players in the starting lineup. Okay, so never mind. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I've stolen them all, as I did that on a pause where they are in behind. To Carvajal heads it down for Contieres. Contieres looking to clear it for Rahman. And Rahman now a one-on-one with Kirks at the moment. We have two players on the far left trying to make the attack, in which we'll look to find them back post. In for Shin! And Sheffield Wednesday on the counter-attack. 1-0. Vamos! Carmona, Rahman, Shin, Shevchuk. Crossed in, blocked. Shevchuk, Thomas, Rahman, Carmona over the top for Thomas. Thomas, shot, blocked. Thomas. Rahman, Carmona into Bach. Bach now on the ball. Bach into Rahman. Rahman into Contiedas. Contiedas top of the box, block shot. Bach on a rebound, no. Thomas is going to try and hit it first time. Cavada blocked the shot. It'll fall for Shevchuk. Shevchuk shoots it as I was hitting circle to tackle the ball. Thomas, Carmona over the top. Can we make it 2-0 right before the break? It's Shin. Shin's going to cut inside. He's going to look to find Bach. He turns. He shoots. It's blocked. It's halftime. 1-0 up at the break here. Rahman now. Rahman early crossed in for Bach. Bach against William Saliba, and Bach wins it. And Sheffield Wednesday are 2-0 up here in the Champions League final. Carmona, Thomas, Shin, save, not saved, it's in. Sheffield Wednesday are your Champions League winners. We win 3-0 here. And Champions League belongs to Sheffield Wednesday. The club might, they don't deserve it. What am I talking about? This is what the club wants. The owner will never see this though. Sheffield Wednesday are your Champions League winners, 10th season in. Finally. And to be completely honest, I don't know who's lifting the trophy, but Sheffield Wednesday is lifting the trophy. That's all that matters. We win it here in Spain. We are your Champions League winners. Who was that? Was that our center back maybe? I don't know. Maybe a midfielder. Maybe Contiedas could be. Let's go see how many goals Bach had, because if you remember at the end of January, he was already up to 32. So he could have easily scored 50, maybe 60 goals this season. We are your Champions League winners. Let's see what's happening here. It's a parade because I guess we've won the treble technically. Yeah, we have won the treble, the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Champions League. So it's a treble for us. Well then, let's see what the boy did score here. I'm actually really interested to see how many goals he scored. How many goals did he score? 51 goals. That is absurd. In 62 matches, 51 goals. He's played every single Premier League game. Rahman had 28 goals. Shin had 26 goals. Absolutely absurd. Well then, this rebuild was about to be a fail, and honestly I would classify it as a fail because it took 10 seasons, but we finally done it after 10 and 11 seasons. I will see y'all there. Leave a like, subscribe. Peace out.